This is Christina Oler with Journalism 215 Multimedia Reporting. I am going to be speaking about my video editing statement for Assignment 5, the election audio story with photos. So for this story, I went to the Trump rally on campus that started on the quad and looped around the quad and went on to Green Street. And it was a few days after the election, and really had some awesome photos and audio to get. I think this is one of the strongest projects that I've done thus far because, for starters, the images and B-roll audio that I got of the chants and people shouting and all of the images, the powerful images of people with signs and marching and just these hundreds of people, it really, really made for a effective and strong story, I think. And I am particularly happy with the way that the action shots turned out. There were a lot of posters that made not just for people to interpret what these people are thinking, but I was actually able to get shots of them, showing what they were thinking, what they were protesting about, without any video or, without their own individual audio. So I think that was something that went really well with this project. One thing that I had an issue with was when I was going through and getting this, these pictures and this audio, I wasn't able to find a person who was willing to speak with me for a few minutes during that time. So I had a pretty hard time getting anyone to pulling anyone out of the crowd to get them to talk to me. So what I ended up having to do was go back later and find some people who were at this protest and get them to speak with me, and people who were perhaps, there was one subject who was working at the union where the event started, and she got really interesting insight on the beginning of it. So I'm not as happy about the way that turned out, but I did get good B-roll, and I think that makes up for the fact that I didn't get the powerful sort of in-the-moment interviews that I wish I could have gotten.